I've been running round in circles, chasing my tail and lost my way, seeking shelter in different corners, never finding a place to stay. Somehow ended up here on the ground. Brother, help me up, I'd have fallen down. I know that I'll hurt the ones that I hold dear, the ones I love. Thought that I would find the answers, drinking till my feet felt numb, just like Father did when I was young.
Let's go let those chickens out.
I don't know how I could be so dumb. I've been lost far too long. I can't see, I'm trapped in darkness. Life has turned its back on me, it seems. Brother, help me up, I've fallen down.
Alright, they're fed. Let's go open the nesting boxes up and be done. Oh man, they tear this place up. You coming in? Oh, there's a chicken. Oh, there's those two roosters. We just added those to the main flock, so they're still kind of scared of everybody. What are you guys doing? You know, chickens. Oh man. We have ducks. I don't know if anybody else that has ducks. Look at those cats. Those are crazy cats. We have ducks, and our ducks don't lay in a nesting box. They lay on the floor. But it's not even that. They cover up their eggs. So we actually have to dig for our eggs. It's kind of ridiculous. I'll show you. I probably have one in here. Usually there's one in this corner. And it's really gross. Yeah, see, there's an egg in there. It's all covered up. I don't know if there's any more. Look. That's so gross. But okay. If anybody has suggestions of what to do to get these ducks to lay actually in a place that's a little bit easier to find, please suggest it, because we have not figured this out. I put nesting boxes in here. They did not like it, so they just poop on them. Oh, there's my basket. Cheetah got into the well house when I was getting wood chips out, and she wouldn't get out, so I'm like, well, I'm gonna lock you in here. So now she's meowing, wanting out. We put these eggs in the house and I'll get her out. Jake's making bacon. Yum, yum, yum. I told him this morning when I got up, I was like, I'll do the chores, you make breakfast. He's like, okay. And you change the baby diaper. The poopy diaper. Oh, come on, silly kitty cat. No, you don't get in there.
So we've got a problem. This girl, she's been laying an egg for the last couple days. So we really need to get her over to the main flock. We don't have a nesting box in here right now. We've got a spot for it, but we don't have a nesting box in there right now. So we need to get over to the main coop because she's gonna start flying out of here. We've got a bunch of chickens ready to go over there, but we want to do it at night so they don't fight. But until tonight or the next few nights, I just need to get her over there and get her so she can start laying eggs. Come here, girl. Come on. alright. It's alright. So pretty much everybody over in this mobile tractor is ready to go over, with the exception of the 2 Silkies and the 1 red Cochin that are too small. We've tried to have Silkies in with our main flock before, and the flock killed them. They're just so small and weak. So we're just gonna raise them up separately. There you go. So we got her in there. You can see we've got a full house right now. All our nesting boxes, and there's even 2 in there. We've got 2 in there. She just laid hers, so we'll put her in there and hopefully she'll lay an egg here. We've been planning on redesigning the coop pretty soon and taking out all the nesting boxes and roosting bars and reorganizing it to give a better feng shui in there. Just get it a lot nicer because they're sitting and roosting and pooping on top of the nesting boxes, and we want to change that up. So we'll work on that. So we came home from the parade the other day and we had a great time, and it was so much fun, and you guys saw it and saw the experience we had, and I didn't want to show what happened next because we got home and we found Belle and she was injured. She was right by the door. Becky found her.
I found Belle. We have a little chair sitting right by the back door, and I just saw her tail sticking out, and it's definitely not like her to be kind of hiding out like that. And I pulled her out and she was wet and just meowing like crazy. You could tell she was in so much pain and don't know what happened to her. Our thoughts were that she got stepped on by a cow or she got hit by a car. I just put her inside and on a comfortable blanket, try to get her warm, comfortable, and her heart was beating really fast. And you could tell she was, she didn't want to stand. Her legs must have been hurting, or her back. And she was fading fast. She just, pretty soon she wasn't even blinking her eyes. She could just tell she was in so much pain. And I think before midnight she had passed. And so it was really sad. She was one of my favorite cats. She was always there for us, sitting in the window, and just to see her in that much pain, and it was just hard to see that and not be able to do anything for her, just trying to keep her as comfortable as possible and try to be there for her, but it was really sad.
We're gonna bury her here in just a moment, but we wanted to talk about animal loss. We've never experienced, I've had a few pets in my lifetime and I've never really experienced loss like this. We've had some cats. We had a couple cats either die or get lost, or we've given some away, and of course we've had chickens that we've culled. We've raised some for meat, and people will ask us a lot in those butchering videos. They'll ask us, how can you do that to a pet? How can you eat something that you raise yourself? And of course, if you do it, you know, but if you don't, we just wanted to talk about that or put that out there, how we feel about our animals. We're out here right now, with our chickens and ducks and turkeys, and they're out here eating, and we have different relationships with all of them. We have, right out in there is an Americana rooster, and so he's kind of the leader of the flock. I recognize him more than a lot of the birds. Most of the hens I don't I don't have a relationship with, but then we have a few that are kind of pets that we've named. You saw Amber and Annie at the parade. We have a few others that are really sweet that'll come up to us. We know our turkeys because we only have a couple of them. Our ducks we don't really have much of a relationship with. And then our meat birds that we raise each year, when we first started calling our meat birds, it was a challenge. When we called our roosters in the first year, that was a big challenge. It's not easy to ever take a life. As we do more and more, it's what we do. That's what we want to do, is raise our own food. So we understand that that's part of it.
And I think we started out with knowing that they're going to be food, so you don't get attached to them. They're not a pet, and you see them as that from the beginning, so you don't really get attached to them. And you take care of them as much as you possibly can, but you just know in the back of your head, I'm not gonna get attached because it's gonna make it harder for you when you go to call them. And I think it was harder with the turkeys because you saw more of their personality in the way they just kind of reacted to us and stuff. It was harder because they were just more friendlier.
But the cats, of course, are strictly pets, and so even though we don't have names for all of them, we have names for 5 or 6 of them out of the 9 or out of the 10 that we have. And so Belle was definitely our favorite.
Here bearing our beloved Belle. Belle is one of our favorite cats. We actually caught her in a trap. We were setting for a possum or a skunk. She was a stray and wild as could be, and we tamed her down, and she was the best cat ever. She was very loyal, very kind, and we're gonna really miss her. What did you love about Belle?
I like it Belle sit in the window.
I've never really been attached emotionally to an animal. Our roosters we've cared about, but I could get over that in a day or two. And Belle was a funny relationship because she was wild and she really liked Becky and ran from me, but when I would start to pet her, if I caught her and would pet her, she would love it. But she'd be at our window every day, every night. She was our best mouse catcher, and it was really sad to see her in so much pain last night. I don't know if I'd feel this way about any of our other cats, but she was a special one.